Welcome to Duke's United Show, and it's the match preview time. It's England versus France, the big one, coming on Saturday, and it's going to be a tough one. I'm here with Garth and Steve to talk through what we think is going to happen, who we think is going to score, what we think the scores are going to be, who's going to be the starting lineups. Let's start with Steve today. Steve, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Yeah, I'm good. Looking forward to it. Getting a little bit nervous, getting a little bit excited, but yeah, bring them on. Bring on the French. Why not? Come on.
Ooh. Garth,
who's Mbappe?
Garth, are you feeling confident, or are you feeling a little bit worried?
It's a World Cup quarter-final, so I've got the nerves, obviously. But you know what I mean? France look decent, but no, I think we've got a team that can do it. I really do. If we can shut Mbappe out, I know a lot of people are like, oh, don't worry about him. But like, you know, I know you're joking, Steve, but other people have been like, oh, why are you so worried about Mbappe? It's like, have you seen what this kid can do? Like, behave yourself. He's up against Harry Maguire, mate. Like, and even John Stones ain't that fast. So hopefully Walker starts and he shuts him down. You know what I mean? Look, but yeah.
I think Walker starts. I think we all know Walker starts. He's been chatting. He's been talking about what he has to do, and we're quite sure that guy will start. He needs to start for us to stand any chance of keeping him as quiet as possible. But yeah, we can talk about what's going to happen later on down the line, like what I think is going to happen the match, my predictions, that is it. But look, guys, when it comes to the my TV being on, when it comes to my TV being on, I better turn it down because you don't want me to hear me. But look, it's a massive one, and I'm guessing we all gonna think that this man. Am I right to say we're all thinking that the manager's gonna pick pretty much the same starting lineup, or do you think it's gonna change something here? Because if you do, you can be the first person to start talking here.
There's a slight possibility because he has done it in the past that when he plays the big teams, he plays three at the back. So he's done that a lot. He has done that a lot. If you look back over tournaments, when we've got into knockout stages and we've come up against the top sides, Southgate, majority of the time, plays three at the back.
Yeah, it's a fair shout.
It's something there to be thinking of and something to have at the back of their minds.
You know what? Yeah. You know what made me think that there could be a change? I saw Phillips chatting. I saw Phillips talking to the press. And usually when people are talking to the press, it means something. Usually it means they're in the side. So is he going to play them all? I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me because I can't see him playing Phillips and Henderson and Rice. And then leaving out a Bellingham. I would have thought he would play two of the three, and I can see it being the same team. I can't see it being changed. I don't see the point in him changing everything the way we've been going. To be fair, you know what? He is a pragmatic manager, though, isn't he, Garth?
Yeah. I was just thinking. Do you know what? I would have agreed entirely with you until Steve just spoke, and then Steve's entirely right. He does. He go. I'd be so disappointed. I know that he's doing everything right, and every time I disagree with Southgate, he proves me wrong. But I'd be so disappointed to see five at the back against France. We need to go at them. But again, I could actually see Phillips coming in because he's got more mobility than Rice, ain't he? So I could see that being a straight swap. I could see that being a straight, not anything other than a straight swap for Declan Rice, which would be a bit weird because Rice has played every minute of every game so far, pretty much.
Yeah, but he's played every single minute. So,
and you don't know. Look, obviously, it's very hush hush if someone's got a knock. You know, what I mean, maybe Rice has got a knock or something. But I could see that one, just that one. Foden, I could also see maybe not starting as well because he likes to have. I don't think Sterling starts, but I could see a Rashi starting. I could see that.
I can't
possibly,
see it. I can't see it changing this one. But let's take a quick look at what France have done.
See, can I just say one thing as well? Just on France is the way they line up. They play like a 4-2-4.
Yeah.
There you go. They play like a 4-2-4. So you wouldn't have thought there would be any need to play the extra player in the midfield. So, but looking at that, they play sort of four up front, if you like. Maybe he will go three at the back. There's a possibility.
Yeah.
When you look at that formation,
the tough one. They do play some good stuff, and that was their last game, and the way they looked against who did they play last? Who did they play? Let's take a look. They played Poland and beat them 3-1, and they had 18 shots on goal, 8 on target, 55% possession, and they looked pretty good. Again, that was their front four looked pretty good. Their defense didn't look so good, and even though, take a look at their defense. When you look at them man for man, you got Theo Hernandez, Upamecano, Varane, and Koundé, and you probably think, you know what, that should do it to be able to stop pretty much anyone. But you know what? They've been all over the place. They've been absolutely all over the place, and they're waiting for a good side that are attacking to come onto them and really see what they've got. The same way, similar for me, that England are. It's like they've got, I don't think they've got the best looking back four, but they've done well so far, and they haven't really been tested properly. And then you got France, who look like the back four, who you look at and go, you know what, they probably got the best back four in the World Cup. But then they're absolutely not showing it. So I think we've got a chance to get goals. And again, we just need to not let in. And I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. I really do. Steve, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I was just, while you were speaking there, I was thinking to myself, this could be like an high-scoring game. But I agree with everything you said there, Nath. I mean, man for man at the back, you look at those players, I mean, they're all quality for their size, play for massive clubs, and as part of their team units, they're all excellent. But since the World Cup starts, since they've sort of started playing together, then they don't come across as a good unit. For me, Lloris is he's well prone to a mistake. I don't really rate Lloris that highly. Yeah. I think even Tottenham fans will tell you that he's, well prone to a mistake. So, and I think, like you said, I think we can get him. Whether it's Rashford, Foden, Kane, and Saka, and especially Bellingham coming through from the midfield. For me, he's got to start. I think it's just a no-brainer. He has to start. I think we can cause him a hell of a lot of problems, and I think we will. We just need to stay tight at the back. I do worry about our defence a little bit. I worry about Walker's fitness. I worry about the quickness and the mobility of John Stones and Harry Maguire. I've been very happy with Luke Shaw, so I think that's going to be a really good battle up against Dembele. I'll tell you someone who's really impressed me for France, and that's Rabiot, who's surprised me. I think he's been quite good on the ball. We've made things tick over in there with Tchouaméni. But I think you're right. I think we can get them. I think with especially our front line there's goals in them, and they're going. We will score goals. It will just be a matter of whether our defence can hold them off, and our midfield, especially players like Declan Rice, if he plays, needs to be on it and protecting that back line and helping Kyle Walker out when it comes up against Mbappe, because I feel that we're going to need to have to double up on him or even treble up on him at times. So yeah, it's going to be tough.
Okay, so Garth, what are your thoughts coming into this game? What are you worried about? What are you positive about? What do you think is going to happen?
The more I'm thinking about this, the more the way we're talking now, I'm like, I don't know now. I'm getting more and more worried the more we're talking, because I'm looking at our midfield, and like Steve said, it's no brainer. You've got to play Bellingham. I'm actually thinking you don't, like you just, because of what you just said about Mbappe is the way they're playing like that. Maybe we do need a Phillips and Rice in there. Like maybe we do, so especially if we're playing four at the back. You know what I mean? And we've seen that Bellingham. You literally you play Henderson, you play Phillips, you play Rice, and you absolutely stunt them. What I'm saying, the more I'm worried, like you just said, you look at that front line, if they're all on fire, I mean, their defence, I won't lie, the French defence, I know everyone loves Theo Hernandez. I don't think he's that exceptional. I think he's good, decent player. Koundé, from what I've seen, I don't understand the hype around him either, but he's not a right back really, is he? You know what I mean? No. Varane's coming back to fitness. So I'm so torn. I feel like we should just go at them, but in the moment you leave that front four alone, they're going to tear you apart, innit? So I don't know. Listen, I agree, Bellingham has to start because he's been our best player. But then, so let me just ask you this. If we were to play 5 at the back, who's your third centre-back? Now Ben White's gone.
It would have to be Walker, wouldn't it? Walker would have to come.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Right mid.
But then who goes right back? Trippier on the right wing back situation.
Possibly,
Trent. No, that'd be
Trippier. Probably get it, wouldn't he? Trippier. You can't.
And then Luke Shaw, left wing back. So maybe then I was thinking, do you put Luke Shaw, because he's done that many times in a free? Put Luke Shaw left centre back. You know what I mean? But then who comes in? So yeah, we are. Listen, the more I think about it, the more I think we've got a great first 11, but them options coming off the bench ain't as spectacular as I thought they were. So I think we've got to hit them. I think we've got to hit them straight away and just hope that we can get a goal. Yeah,
we need to go out there.
Same team. Yeah, I changed my mind completely. It's exactly the same team we just beat.
Exactly. That's what I think.
Yeah. I can't remember the game now.
We've got to play our game.
Senegal.
Yeah,
Senegal. Sorry.
So
play our own game. Exactly right, Steve.
Yeah, I believe if we go at them with our game, and I think we did go a little bit more hard to break down against Senegal because they got pace. Yeah, we did put Henderson in and we took out another winger. So I think that has to happen again. I think we go with the exact same thing where we become harder to break down still, the same way, and we still got enough tools in there to carry the ball forward to them guys up front. Because if Bellingham comes out, we got no one's carrying that ball to the boys up front. And then you've got no chance of scoring goals because we're going to concede anyway. Yeah, we're going to concede anyway. I believe that. No matter what anyone says, I believe we're going to concede a goal at least anyway. So if we ain't got enough to go forward, we ain't going to have no chance of winning the game.
Yeah,
we have to have. We go and you go. We go and see who can score the most today. That's all I'm saying. Tomorrow we know that, but yeah.
So would you be happy? Would you be happy with Phillips coming in for Henderson? I could see that. A bit more mobile. Yeah, a bit more mobile.
I think one of them two comes in, and the rest of the team stays the same.
Exactly the same. Yeah.
And swap Rashford for someone. You know, if they might, you know what, Rashi, you can get at that player, or you know what, he might look at a player and go, you know what, he's better suited to play against him, and I think we'll get joy against him. If he has one of those where we see a little surprise in the team, one little turn, that's fine. But I don't want to see major changes, especially a formation change at this time. We're getting used to playing this way. We're playing very well. We're getting the goals. We've scored the most. We've let in the least or something like that. So why are we going to... He scored! He scored!
What's going on there? No fight. That's getting close now.
You behind there? You watching telly? I was about 2 minutes ago.
No, he's on the old fire stick, isn't he? Neymar scored, did he? There you go. You knew he would after everything we've just been saying in the group.
He's not the best. He's not the best. He's not the best.
Well, that's him breaking Pele's record right there, isn't it? That he's now Brazil's all-time top goal scorer.
Yeah. So Neymar.
I'm still not taking away what I said about Neymar though.
Oh my gosh, guys! But look, the England setup was this last game. You saw Pickford in goal, Walker right back, Stones, Maguire, Shaw. Henderson was right side of a free. Rice was sitting in the middle, controlling things. Bellingham was allowed to move around and do what he wanted. To be fair, get up and down the field and join in, link up with anyone from whichever side he wanted. Saka was doing his thing from the sides and getting fed by Kane all over the place. And Foden came and done a great job as well. So yeah, right. 50. All right. So yeah, that was the best side that was there. That was the side that was there that really took it to Senegal, and they did a great job. So look, that's what I see them doing again. In terms of we know that already. We know that's the case. But look, France. Let's just have a quick chat about France, because you're taking a look at their players, and Dembele, people are like sleeping on all. We're just thinking of Mbappe, but Giroud and Dembele, them two there. I know Griezmann, he's like a little guy who people don't think about, and then he'll just turn up and get a goal. If you sleep on him, he'll score. But if you look after him, he just be pretty much not there. Dembele is another guy. If you get him one-on-one with someone, he's got pace to burn. And Giroud, I'm telling you, get him a chance, he scores. He scores. Yeah. And I believe he scores tomorrow. I think Giroud scores tomorrow. And I also think Mbappe scores tomorrow. So it's a tough one.
Oh, bloody hell.
But yeah.
Okay, depressing.
I hope you're wrong, Steve. Oh, sorry. I hope you're wrong, Nath, because I don't see us scoring three. I don't see us scoring three against France. As much as I disrespected their back line.
I don't either. But that's the thing with this.
But one thing I will say about Giroud, I'm a big fan of Giroud, right? A really big fan of him.
There's a big buck coming in.
He knows where the net is, and he's an Arsenal player, and I'm someone who's always stuck by him when others ain't. But one thing we're saying about Harry Maguire, if there's a game, if there's a match, if there's someone that he could possibly get the better of on a one-off occasion, it could be Giroud. Because, one thing that Harry Maguire, Giroud isn't the most mobile of a centre-forward. Neither is Harry Maguire. If you're going to be matching in the air, Maguire is decent in the air. We just need to keep Maguire away from Dembele and Mbappe. And hopefully they don't come in there.
You know what, Steve?
And if that can be if they can have a battle between the two, then I'm not saying he's going to win the battle. Don't get me wrong. But
that's if he's racing him. If he gets the ball and he tries to run at him, yeah, but he's not going to, is he? He's a player. He's a cute player. He will get into spaces where the ball will get put into him. After these boys do their bits on the sides, he'll have an open chance. It'll be an open chance to score. It won't be I'm fighting a defender. It will be an open chance to score. So
I'm grabbing at straws here, Nate. I'm grabbing at straws. Just little bits of hope.
Maybe I'm wrong.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. I just what I see happening. And who do you think will be the Achilles heel for us, other than Mbappe, of course, Garth?
Well, do you know what? Again, just quickly, looking at that French team, now I can see how Phillips would come in. You have Phillips and Rice, and you have Bellingham, not in the 10, but Bellingham just in front of him, a little triangle in the middle. That means that Rice and Phillips can sort of try and take care of like Griezmann, Dembele sort of situations. Because I don't rate Griezmann anymore. He was excellent back in the day. And then you just leave. I think you've got to leave Walker 1-on-1 with Mbappe and just hope and pray that Walker can pocket him. And then the two centre backs. But honestly, I know you're talking about Dembele sleeping. I don't rate Griezmann anymore. Giroud, I think I agree with what you said about Giroud. I think he's goal scoring. He will have a chance. Whether he snaps it up or not is a different matter.
Oh yeah.
But yes. It is just Mbappe. It's not that I'm sleeping on anyone else, but it's just he right now, he is in the best form I've ever seen him in, ever. And he's always been good anyway. And this particular moment right now, he's absolutely on fire. It's a joke. He's one of the best players I've ever seen. He literally is one of the best players I've ever seen. I mean that with Mbappe. So, it's like it's going to be a tough game.
Yeah, it's like he's got the Ronaldo in him, the Ronaldo 9 in him, but with much more. It's like if I don't know who's
with knees that work.
I don't know what's going on, but it looks like if he could continue playing like that the whole time, he could be rivaling my best player in the world ever.
Oh yeah.
So if he does that for his whole career and he blitzes, scoring goals like this, he actually could. It looks like it's possible that he could reach that kind of potential. But yeah. Steve, do you remember
when Rashford was being compared to him? Like, which one's going to be better? Do you remember them days, people? Sorry, go on.
No chance. He's too far away. He's far away, far too far away from him. The thing that's similar is they run. They both can run a bit fast. But that's about it. I thought you
were going to say they got the same boots or something. I was like, the thing's similar. Yeah, they got the same boots. They both play in white shorts.
They both run forwards. That's it. And that's about it. But yeah, okay. So we got some predictions coming on here now. So we've got James Dixon saying your man is just done it. Yes, James. Nathal, not Nate. It's he loves Neymar so much, it's unbelievable. I know how much you love Neymar. Yeah, he loves Neymar. I haven't seen. I believe he's very good, but like I said, we were just saying before, it's like he's done all of this work under our noses, and we haven't even really seen it or in a game on live telly. He never.
The conversation. No, the conversation we just had in the group, mate, would get us, honestly, they'd be like, what are you talking about? Your ball knowledge is whack. What are you talking about? If they ever got linked about, we were just talking about Neymar. What are you talking about? You don't rate him.
It's crazy. It's crazy. But, I'm happy for him. He's done well. And obviously, Brazil probably through now. So, yeah. But what's he saying, James? You put him ahead of Ronaldinho in a conversation with me back out now. Don't be silly.
There's no way Nathan. Yeah, there's no way Nathan did that. Surely.
He said it in the group games. I was saying my son was saying that, and I was like, "What are you talking about? You're crazy." And then he put up all his stats and all his Brazil stats and his PSG stats versus him and his Barcelona stats versus him. I'm like, you know what? He can be in the conversation. Not that he's better, but he actually has stats that can put him in the conversation. So I'm like, you know what? I can't say you're a madman for thinking that. I just feel.
Oh no! He's got receipts. Man's got receipts, Dave. There's no. Well, whatever he said then, James, I can assure you that recently it has not been that at all, mate. So We were getting called nostalgia merchants for talking about Ronaldinho and Neymar. Do you remember the foul like the nostalgia merchants? What are you talking about?
Oh my gosh. But anyway, we're going into the time now where we're going to talk about what we think is going to happen, who's going to score. Because we know both teams, I want you to give a score and scorers for both teams. Steve first up, and I will write it in so we don't forget. What are you saying what the score's going to be?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm actually really positive for England tomorrow, and the more and more we've spoke through this preview and looking at that side, I think we can win it. I really do. I think we can go and win this. We've already said about their defence. I think we can get to them. I look at our midfield. I think our midfield can match their midfield on the day easily without any problem whatsoever. I don't really agree with Garth about Griezmann. I don't really rate him that much. Can he be stopped? Yes, easily he can be stopped. Yeah, we've got players like Declan Rice or Calvin Phillips. They can be put on him and nullify him for the game. I've seen plenty of games where you don't even know he's on the pitch. I think it's just Dembele and Mbappe. We've got to stop. Yeah. If we stop them, I think we'll win the game. I think even though he's not even in the squad and he probably won't play, I think Martial will be a danger. So I think your son will agree with that.
Martial always going to be a danger for my
man of match. Martial, man of match.
But no, I mean prediction. I think it'll be a high-scoring game. It might go into extra time, but I'm going 3-2. I'm going 3-2 England.
Wow. Okay. Who scores?
I'm going. I think. Let's go. I think a midfield player will pop up for France. I'm going to go Rabiot, and I'm also going to go Mbappe. For England, I'm going to go for. I think Kane's going to continue. I think he's going to. I'm schoolboy error last time, so I'm going to go Kane for one, and then I'm going to go for Saka, and also I'm going to go for. I'm going to go for Bellingham again.
Okay. No worries. That's not bad. Let's have a look at that. Oh, wait a sec. I didn't save it, did I? Garth, what have you got? I'm just going to put his thing up in a second. I know what you've got. You've got Kane, Bellingham, and Saka, right?
Yeah. So I've gone. Yeah, I should go get my rice up now. There you go. I'll go 2-1 England. Kane, Rashi, and Mbappe for France. I agree with pretty much what Steve said. I think we can get them. I think. We don't. I honestly think I don't think we need to worry about Dembele that much. I think Shaw ties him up. I really do think Shaw ties him up. I think it's just about we've got to worry about. We can control him. We control the centre with that midfield with Rice and whoever it is, Henderson or Phillips and Bellingham. And then I think as much as obviously everyone knows I don't rate Kane as high as everyone else. I think this is a game for Kane. I think he just backs into that. I think he literally backs into them centre backs, holds up the ball for us, sprays it out wide. And we win. I really do. I don't even think this goes extra time or anything. I really think we win 90 minutes, 2-1. Kane and Rashi. Rashi comes off the bench, ties together, wins the game for us in the. I'll give you a minute. Rashi wins the game for us in the. I want it to be the 84th minute. 84th minute, Rashi wins the game for us.
2-1, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, 2-1 England, yeah.
James has gone 3-1. He's early putting France.
Oh, fair enough.
I can't believe people are giving us no chance. Think we can really get at them 3-1. I think we can definitely get at them. If he does go with that defensive formation, I think it's going to be a problem for us to get goals. I think with the disconnect.
What would you go with, Dave? What defensive formation would you go with then?
I would stick with what he's got. I'd go with what we've got because it gives us England the ability to do what they do best and defend well as well. You don't want to go too heavy on the defensive side, knowing that you're going to concede goals anyway, and then giving yourself no chance to be able to link up with the front men, and then you're struggling. So for me, I don't think we're good enough to go more men in defense and try and win the game. I just don't think so. And also, I think that it's going to be a struggle for us. I think we're going to struggle defensively to stop Mbappe, Dembele, and Giroud. I think their front three look like they do what they want at the moment. I'm watching the games and I'm watching them thinking they can do what they want against anyone. They're creating chances for fun. Their defense is weak. So I'm thinking the only way we can get I think we can get at them and we can get a goal or two. But I think the only way is if they kind of have an off day in attack where they get chances and just miss, And, like Brazil have been today. They've been playing well. They've been on the offensive, but they haven't really had proper chances. And they should be able to. If we have a day like that, then I can see your results happening. But I can't see Mbappe being stopped this at the moment. I can't see him being stopped at all. So for that reason, I think what's going to happen, I want them to beat France, but I don't think they will. I really don't think they will.
Don't you put that on screen, Nathan. Don't you dare put that on screen, mate. You will not. I will not have that evil put on me, Ricky Bobby.
I've got to put it there, mate. I've got to put it there. I think
has Mbappe come up against really anybody yet? Like in this tournament, where he's like at a battle.
Who he comes up against?
Yeah, that don't matter at the moment.
You think he's going to destroy Walker? Yeah.
I think he can do what he wants against anybody, and he will. And that's what I think about him. He is the guy. I look at this World Cup and I say, you do what you want. You're gonna do what you want, and you're gonna score when you want. I just think he's got too much for every team in this World Cup. Not that they're gonna win it because of him, because they can concede goals for fun, and then before you know it, they lose. So it could be a game where they lose because I am not confident in their defense. They're not looking great.
I think he can be stopped. I think he can be stopped. I think we're good enough to maybe not just on the one-on-one.
90 minutes.
I think if we're clever about it.
Well, let's see.
We can double up on him.
I hope so.
Yeah, the last point on that on Mbappe is it's only Walker that can, because Stones, Maguire, they ain't got the pace. They haven't got a pace that, like, if he decides that he's just going to burn at them, they ain't got it. There's no way. Like, they might do it for 50, 60, 70 minutes. They ain't got 90 minutes of defending them.
Not 90 minutes, mate. No, he's going to get.
I'll be looking at protection from the midfield. I'll be looking at Declan Rice getting across there. I'll be looking at one of the midfield players, even Bellingham getting across to double up on him.
Maybe.
Well, look who I've got to score, by the way, guys. My favourite player for England, Maguire, scores from a corner because they're all lapsing concentration. Upamecano loses him, and Maguire gets a soft header that goes in the back post. And then Harry Kane scores a penalty out of nowhere. They get a handball. Harry Kane scores a penalty, and we get 2 goals. But Mbappe somehow managed to get 2, and then he somehow gets free and puts the ball in for Giroud, and I can just see it happening. Giroud just gets that 3rd goal, and then they just scrape through on a victory. I hope it's not true. It's something that I saw in a dream.
I'll take 6. Give me 6 numbers, 1 to 59, please, mate. But I'll tell you what, I was just thinking, you put Maguire down to score, mate. That geezer's so unlucky for Man United. He'll probably jump for a corner and break Varane's leg. Put him out for you know what I mean?
Are you that worried about Maguire? Would you not play him? Would you bring in someone else, or would you play 3 at the back because of his limitations?
I would play him, but the thing is, I would have brought someone else in the squad, Tomori, as well, and then I would have probably gone with Tomori. But look, he's playing, he's doing okay. So let's see how he does against the big boys now. And exactly what I've said, he will come unstuck against these kind of teams if he gets if it comes to one of the situations where he is left 1-on-1 and he has to defend. We know what happens to him. It happened against Senegal early on as well. The guy just breezed past him, and this time it is Dembele. This time it's Mbappe. So
oh my word, Croatia scored.
Going to penalties. Oh my God, it's going to penalties. All right then.
Oh my God, if Brazil get knocked out, I'll be stunned.
I'm telling you, it's everyone's similar. Everybody is similar, and that's why I don't. I actually don't know who's going to win this. I think England have got one of the best chances to win it this year.
You've just read my mind, Nath. You've just read my mind.
Because everybody's similar.
No, that's I know where he's coming from. That you just read my mind. I was thinking the exact same thing. All these teams, everyone seems to have a chance. You know what I mean? I know where you're coming from, Nath, with that scoreline. Don't get me wrong. If I wasn't such a positive bloke, as you'll know about me, you know what I mean? Never down me. You know why
I did this? Because when we played Man City, and I knew he was going to get battered, I was still trying to go with, we're going to win. I know we have to feel we're going to win, and we have to feel like they're probably going to have a bad game. But there's some games where you go into the games and you think, you know what? We're in for a hiding here. And that's what that happened to City. You know, back in the day when Man United played Liverpool, Man United played Arsenal, when Man United were the favourites, I always felt like, oh, this feels tight here, man. It's going to be tough. They always going to Anfield. It's, oh my gosh, they are so tough. I don't care if they come 6th or 7th. They always make it difficult for us. And they're the ones where, but I still felt like we were going to win. But then these games lately, when you play a City, I don't feel we're going to win. Like that game, I didn't think we was going to win. I just thought, man, they're going to destroy us. Haaland's going to destroy us. And they did. And I should have actually said, you know what? I support United, but I actually think we're not ready for them right now. And that's the case. We can't just say it because we love the team.
No, we can.
I've got to say what I think is going to happen. Not what I want to happen, but what I think. So, yeah, they're two different things. You know, I'm sorry, guys, that I've said that we're going to lose. But, you know, I feel we are. But we do have a chance of winning. And that's the
It's all right. It's all right, mate. It's you know, the French team are watching us, mate. Reverse psychology, bro. Reverse psychology, mate.
Yeah.
You know, Mbappe's there right now. He's like, these boys said we're going to beat them. 4-0 England in the end. You know what I mean? 4-0 England. I'm changing my score.
Look, we're going to get off for the penalties.
For the pens.
The game starts when? 5 p.m. tomorrow? Or is it
7? 7 p.m.
7.
Yeah, it better be because I've got lots of things in place for it to be 7 o'clock.
No.
Otherwise,
yeah, it's 7 o'clock. And Man United play at 5. Sorry, that's it. Man United play at 5 against Betis.
Yes.
And then the France game versus England at 7. So, guys, we will be on at 9:15 for the match reaction. Steve, thank you for coming on the show today. Garth, thank you for giving us all your as well. It's been great. And guys, make sure you like and subscribe. Yeah, we'll see you guys for the reaction. Peace out.